Hello YouTube, Glenn Anderson here, the Natural Strongman. So today I want to share with you a bench press program that I did way back around 2009, 2010, and it really did help my bench press. I actually run this cycle twice and it works both times. It's quite a simple program, or it may appear simple, but I mean, you know the saying that sometimes the simple things are the best things, and it is always best to keep things simple. One thing I will say though is that this is mainly a bench press specialisation program. So if you're looking to increase your bench press and you're not that bothered about your squat and deadlift, to make this work they will have to fall by the wayside a little bit. So I'm going to talk about this. So if I remember rightly, I'm going back a lot of years now, about 2009, 2010, so about 12, 13 years ago. I think my bench press was about 295, £300 at the time. I run this cycle and it got it up to 335. And then I think I had a few months and then I run it again and I got up to a £365 bench press. I was only 27, 28 years old at the time. For me, that was really good. It's actually interesting because since then, to this day, I still haven't bench pressed £400. The main reason being for that, of course, is that I quit powerlifting and I started doing strongman. So bench press took a back seat for a long time, and because I've got quite long arms, bench has always been a weakness for me, really. My deadlift has come along nicely through the years, and being that I'm doing strongman, I've always focused on the deadlift, not so much the bench press. So at some point I probably will go back to this and do this myself, actually, because I do want to bench press £400 at least in my lifetime. It's just been a goal of mine to press 4 plates a side. I'm from the UK, so we have 20 kilo plates. So if you have 4 20s on each side, that's going to be 180 kilos, which is £397. So I really want 400, so I'll have to go a little bit over there. If you're in America though, you've got £45 plates, so 4 plates a side for you guys is going to be £405. So for me, I'll probably have to lift like 182 kilos to get that £400. Okay, so let's dive into the program then, and I'll show you how it works and what I did. So with this program, you've got 3 days a week. So you've got Monday, which is day 1. I mean, you don't have to do it on these days, but I actually followed this program to the letter, actually, and it worked a treat. It really did. So I'm going to share with you. So this is Ted Arcidi's program. I bought an ebook on Ted Arcidi's bench press program, like I say, way back in the day, years and years ago, and it explains how the program works. So Monday is day 1, Thursday you do day 2, and then Saturday is day 3. So on day 1, you do a bench press. That's your first exercise. You'll do 3 sets of 5, but it'll be with lightish weight. So let's say, for example, your goal is £350, or you're around a £350 bench press. So on this day, you might only use £220 for 3 sets of 5, nice and light. Then you'll do the press behind the neck. I did it seated and behind the neck. If you haven't got good flexibility for that, maybe you want to go in front. But Ted Arcidi was a really massive proponent for doing presses behind the neck. In the book, he says that if his press behind the neck went up, his bench press went up, and if he didn't do the press behind the neck, sometimes his bench press would suffer as a result. So he really was adamant about doing presses behind the neck. He cherished them as being the main assistance lift that drove his bench press. So I used to do a lot of presses behind the neck back in the day, and it really did help my bench press. So I found all this to be true as well. Okay, so presses behind the neck. On this, you'll do it to a medium effort, so you'll do 3 sets of 5. I can't really give you any poundages here, but when I was benching 365, my presses behind the neck were around the £200 mark for 3 sets of 5. Although on a medium day, it'd probably be more like £175. I'm just trying to give you some poundages so it helps a little bit. But feel free to experiment if you do decide to try this. I would start light and just go up, but it's got to be a medium effort. So let's just say RPE 7, something like that. Extensions to the nose, that's basically a skull crusher, but you bring the bar to the nose and then press it like that. For those of you who don't know, so 3 sets of 6 there. Then he does standing barbell curls, 3 sets of 6. I haven't done any biceps for years, but I'm going to start going back to doing that. It's actually in the new program that I'm going to start doing. And then he will do lat machine pull downs, 3 to 4 sets for 10 reps, so that's quite simple. Tuesday is a rest day, although he does say sometimes he'll do the lat machine pull downs on the Tuesday. Wednesday is a total day of rest and relaxation. Thursday is day 2, so he will do bench press again. This time 3 sets of 6, but it'll be heavy, and he'll be following the structure that he does, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So this is the heavy day for that. The assistance work on Thursday is the same as on day 1, with the exception of the press behind the neck, which is light. So on Monday he'll do light bench press and medium press behind the neck. On Thursday he will do heavy bench press but light press behind the neck. And all the other extensions to the nose, barbell curls, lat pull downs will pretty much be the same. Same rep scheme, same set scheme. Friday is a day of rest, and then on Saturday he will do squats and deadlift. Squats he'll just do to a top set of 5 reps. Deadlifts 1 set of 5 reps. Notice that most of this is literally upper back and pressing and all that. Not a lot goes into squats and deadlifts. Like I say, it's a bench press specialisation program, so squats and deadlifts are still done, but they're pretty much just kept low profile and out of the way. Basically, he does still work them, but not a lot of effort goes into them, because on this program the effort is all about the bench press, so you don't want to tax yourself too much doing squats and deadlifts, so just keeping them on the back burner so you don't get too fatigued. And then on the press behind the neck he'll go heavy and do 2 sets of 3 reps, really heavy. When I was doing that, I think I got up to about, when my bench press was 350 back in them days, I think press behind the neck I was going to like 210, 220 pound for 3 reps press behind the neck. But when Ted Arcidi did it, I think his press behind the neck was like 370 for 3 reps, and his bench press was 705 pound. Ted bench pressed 705 pound in 1985, pretty much just as bench shirts were coming in. So although it was a shirted lift, it was literally like a single ply, I believe. So it was almost literally a raw bench press. Bill Kazma had done 300 kilos or 661 pounds in 1981. And Ted Arcidi beat his record with 320 kilos or 705 in 1985. Ted Arcidi was also a pro wrestler for a short while. He wrestled with WWF, the World Wrestling Federation. He was actually at WrestleMania 2 as well in the Battle Royal. So that's basically his weekly structure. 3 days a week there. He says he rests 5 to 6 minutes between the power lifts. So when you're doing the bench press, squat and deadlift, you want 5 to 6 minutes rest. And then for the assistants, 2 to 3 minutes rest. Ted Arcidi is very big on rest in between sets, and that's definitely what I go with. When you're doing big heavy weight and all that, it is better to err on the side of having a little bit more rest. Power loves rest, so 5 to 6 minutes when you're doing big heavy compound movements is pretty ideal, really. Okay, so the way that he peaks for this, it's an 11 weeks, and it's pretty simple cycle, really. So on the first 3 weeks he will do 6 repetitions on the bench press. This of course is done on Thursday on the day 2. This is a heavy day. So on the bench press he's light. On Mondays he's light bench press. So we're looking at Thursday day 2. This is when he does the heavy one. So the first 3 weeks he will do 6 reps. On week 4, 5 and 6 he will reduce to 5 reps. 7, 8, 9 he will reduce to 3 reps. On the 10th week he will do a heavy set of 3 and then a heavy set of 2. So on his 10th week he bench pressed 635 pounds for 3 reps, and then he did 650 pounds for 2 reps. He then took 10 days between doing this workout and this. All these were 7 days, so this was every week with the exception of this. So pretty good, easy peak there. Anyone can do it. And then of course on the 11th week, new 1 rep max, so he got 705 pounds. So very basic, very simple, but it worked. I did it myself. I've run it twice way back in 2009, and it got me up to a 365 pound bench press very quickly. I reckon I could have done over 400 back then if I'd have just stuck with this, but like I said, I wanted to do strongman really, so bench press took a bit of a backseat. Like I said, at some point in the future I may just run this again at some point, just do it for just 11 weeks straight. Yeah, I might just do a video series on it and test where my bench press is now, which I believe is probably about 375, 380, I reckon I can press now. So yeah, just use this and maybe see if I can get to that 400 mark. I'll let you guys know. At the moment I'm just doing a general standard accumulation strongman phase at the moment, so I won't be doing this. I've got no plans to do this cycle at the present time, but yes, in the future I may well look at doing this. I do want to deadlift £700 first. So that's my main goal, is a £700 deadlift, but then I might come back and do this, because like I say, £400 bench press is another one of my goals. So anyway, I hope that's clear. Like I say, it's quite a simple program on paper, but executing it is not so easy, of course. But like I say, I did run the cycle twice and it worked well for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. So anyway, for those of you that are looking for a bench press program, here's one for you. So yeah, give it a try. Report back. Let me know how you got on. Okay, guys. So that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, let me know in the comments below. All right. Please don't forget to like and yeah, let me know what you think and whether you're going to give it a go or not. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. My training accumulation begins tomorrow, so I'll try and have a video up tomorrow, which will be Monday the 9th. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.